everyone. Thank you for viewing this Asian Bell. I know you are here because you want to learn about this developing functional literacy, and I am here also to help you to know more about this topic. By the way, I am Hino Valderrama, and I am with my class, my student here. Would you please to introduce yourself for a while?
Hi, Miss Valderrama. I'm Joanna Marie B. De La Peña and I'm 20 years old. And I'm so excited to hear your presentation about developing functional literacy. And thank you.
Thank you so much for your interesting attitude. So let me start this topic about this developing functional literacy. So before that, can I ask you a question about this functional literacy? And before this topic go on, I want you to ask if you have any idea or opinion. Do you have any opinion about this literacy? What do you mean by literacy?
Um, in my own idea, literacy is the ability to identify and understand, interpret, or create using written materials in associated with varying contexts. That's it po.
So thank you. Thank you for your good answer. So uh, let us now talk about this functional literacy. When we say functional literacy, it is the ability to manage daily living and employment that require reading skills beyond basic level. So when we say functional, from the word function, your ability to manage daily living tasks or your employment, meaning every day in your life that you work for, you know how to apply the knowledge you have learned. So that is functional literacy. And also, it is the beyond the basic level. When we say beyond the basic level, it is the advanced learning or advanced knowledge about the basic level. It is the vocabulary, reading, writing, and music.
And
So,
also numbers in
let
very simple documents po.
yeah, that's right. It is include that. And also, functional literacy. Uh, how can we differentiate about functional literacy and literacy? Like what you said earlier about literacy, it is the knowledge or ability to read or to write at any level. It is literacy. And how about functional literacy? It is refers to practical skills needed to live a normal life. So functional, it is practical. So it is clear now that the difference of functional literacy and literacy.
Yes po.
So yes, thank you. Do you think it is important in our daily life to know or to understand about this functional literacy?
Yes, of course, because it improves to your lives, individual out of poverty, and improves the development of wider community. So that my answer is yes.
So thank you so much for your sharing your thoughts and ideas about this topic. So, uh, like what you said, it is very important. Yes, because we need to select activities and we need to apply the practices in the real world skills. When we say real world skills, in real life, no, uh, as today we have a online class in every school. We are using 21st century literacy skills and teaching resources. And here are the teaching resources that uh, give us a knowledge about this topic. Number one, student-led learning. So one of the literacy skills in 21st century is student-led learning. So number two, it is inquiry-based classroom. So let me repeat, inquiry-based classroom. So number three, it has collaborated activities and it has also hot activities and creative learning. Those are the teaching resources that can be used in teaching about functional literacy. So let me share with you about this. Number one, student-led learning or also known as cooperative learning. So when we say student-led learning, it involves students working together to accomplish shared goals, and it is the sense of interdependence that motivates group members to help and support each other. So meaning, student-led learning or also known as cooperative learning, it is the teaching resources that you need to collaborate or work together with your classmates or even your family or uh, workmate. This is the type of teaching resources that help us to develop our functional literacy. So it is a process of breaking a classroom of students into a small group so they can discover a new concept together. So you need to have a small group or uh, in other words, you need to have cell group. Yeah. Or team building. That is the other word for that. Also, we have a inquiry-based classroom environment, number two.
Ma'am?
So what is inquiry-based classroom environment? Let me show you what is inquiry-based environment. It is asking question and seeking answers. So, um, meaning it is asking question. So, when we are asking question, okay, um, do you have any idea about this inquiry-based classroom? Miss De La Peña, are you raising your hand?
Yes po. So for me, inquiry based classroom, it is student learn to decide what they want to learn in schools and subject also, rather. Then to get them ask questions about things they are not familiar with. And it is facts that and statistic at your class used for build your um in your classroom. That's it po.
That's all. Okay, thank you so much for your cooperation of your question. So as we continue the teaching strategies or skills that used in functional literacy, here is the one of uh, resources that used in functional literacy, the collaborative learning. Do you have any idea or opinion about what is collaborative learning?
So, collaborative learning, I think, in my own idea, it is a situation which two people or more that they want to learn or attempt to learn something together. And collaborative in the things of brainstorming, which is they want to more learn, and that's it, ma'am.
Thank you so much for your beautiful answer. So let me add your answer about this collaborative learning. When we say collaborative learning is an educational approach to teaching and learning that involves groups that involves groups of students. So it is working together. Yeah. Like what you said, you need to have a partner so you can do or create a task or finish a product. So that is collaborative learning. What do you think? Why we are using this collaborative learning? So here are the explanation about why are we using collaborative learning. First, it develops of higher level thinking and also our oral communication. And it gives us self-management and leadership skills. And it also promotion of student-faculty interaction. When we use collaborative learning, it increases in student retention and also gives self-esteem and responsibility. So it is also have exposure to an increase in understanding of diverse perspective. And collaborative learning gives us to prepare or it helps us to have preparation for real life, social and employment situation. So that's why we are using collaborative learning. this is the benefit or uh, what we are learned about this topic of functional literacy. So let we proceed. What are the collaborative activities? This is um, small group assignment, open field trip, group work, simulation, and homework forum. So are we using this collaborative activity in our schools? Yes, because we are online class as today of uh, the year of 2021. And also, we are using hot activities and creative learning. So those are the 21 century literacy skills and teaching resources that we we can use or we can teach about how to develop our
Wow.
functional literacy. So now let us proceed in our next topic. This is participatory approach. So to the next um, topic, the topic of participatory approach. So do you have any idea about this participatory approach?
Yes, ma'am. So for me is in my own idea, participatory approach is based on solving the learner's problem in real life using the target language as tool at this their purpose, and learners bring their outside problems into outside in the class. And also, it's towards planning and conducting the research process with those whose life work and meaningful actions are under study. That's
So
it.
thank you so much. Thank you so much for your good and you're right for your answer for participatory approach. So the main goals of this approach is to have every student as well as the teacher actively participating in activity. So when we say approach is you want to close to someone or to something. So meaning approach is you have an action to do or to speak someone you want to um, talk about or you want to know more. So this participatory approach is leading you to have a more conversation with other people. So every teacher and student must have actively participating in the activities. So this approach changes the role of the teacher. Sometimes, di ba, parang in ordinary classroom or traditional teaching process, um, in every day of the lesson, teacher are always speaking or talking about the subject, about the lecture, and the student is remain sitting at their chairs. In this participatory approach, it teaches us on how we work with other or how we change the role of a teacher actively participating in her student or his student. So this approach forces us to practice our micro teaching skills, and that is about participatory approach. I hope that you have learned many knowledge about this functional literacy. So let me wrap up this topic uh, we discussed earlier. So first we discussed about the functional literacy and the 21 century resources or teaching skills that we can use about how to develop functional literacy. We learned different strategies about this uh, collaborative learning, and also we tackled about participatory approach that um, help us to develop our functional literacy. So of uh, this is the topic for today, and I hope you learn more about this developing functional literacy. And I'm hoping that if you learn more, if you have learned more about this topic, I'm asking you to comment down below and let me see what do you learn about this topic. Thank you so much for watching this video and God bless you.
Thank you
See you again
po.
in our next.
Thank you. Thank you, teacher. God bless.
So let us proceed.
Sorry.
Totoo lang kasi